Hey guys, little studio update for everyone. I've been working on A Wizard's Tale over the weekend, and I finally have a complete track listing and a very close approximate runtime for the album. I've got 28 tracks I'm going to have for this album. It's going to be split between 2 discs, so it's going to be a dual disc album, physical CD. Releasing this August. I don't have an exact date, but it's going to be in the month of August. And the runtime will be between 1 hour and 50 minutes and 2 hours long. I'm also going to have a digital version of just instrumentals, so no wizard voiceovers, no vocals of any kind, instrumental. And I originally had about 35 tracks, somewhere around there, for this album, but honestly, it was just too much. Like, that's a lot for an album. So there's going to be a Wizard's Tale Part 2, but it's going to be nowhere near as intense as this album. It's basically just going to be like all the songs that didn't make it. So think of it as A Wizard's Tale Part 2, The Untold Stories, or something like that. I've also been working on Abandoned Planet, the next electronic album, just not as much. The Wizard's Tale has just been taking up a lot of my time. So Abandoned Planet will most likely come out after A Wizard's Tale, like a few months afterwards. It's going to have, I'm aiming for between 10 and 12 songs on the album. It's just going to be digital. I'm not going to have any physical release for it. I plan on having a map made for A Wizard's Tale. So kind of like you can follow along on the map where the wizard and his dwarven friends and stuff go. Just be kind of cool to follow along with. I thought it was a cool idea. There will be a booklet with the physical release as well, and it's going to be exclusive to the physical release. And by that I mean I'm not going to have any digital artwork of the booklet uploaded or anything like that. So the booklet will have, I'm debating on putting all of the track listings in it or just a few of the track listings, but basically it's not going to be where it lists out like the lyrics and stuff like that. It's going to be, track 1, and it's going to have maybe 2 or 3 sentences describing what's happening in that song. So that way it's kind of like a really, really short story. Just something cool to follow along with the album, I think. You get that, and you get the map, and you can listen to it, and I feel like you'll be able to have some really good visuals, be able to follow along real easily with it. Because this album is basically just an audio book with music, because of how much storytelling it is. There's a lot more. I will say, compared to Trial of the Sword, this song will have a lot more singing in it, but it's also going to have a lot more of the wizard narration in it as well. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how this entire thing, runs together. There will be a instrumental version of the album available, but that's just going to be, online only. I'm not going to do any kind of physical release for any special editions or instrumental releases or anything extra like that. I also plan on the next like full-length medieval stylish album that I plan on doing. It'll basically be from the viewpoint of the dwarves. So I know in Trial of the Sword and in A Wizard's Tale, I don't really, touch on the subject of the dwarves at all. But I feel like it would be really cool to have an album that follows the dwarves' storyline in this, world or whatever. And it'd be kind of like its own little thing, just like what Trial of the Sword was about our lady hero person trying to go back to outer space. And then A Wizard's Tale is about the wizard that helped her out, getting back into space. So I think it would be cool to have another album about the dwarves that helped the wizard out in A Wizard's Tale. So that is the studio update. Hope to release a couple sneak peeks of A Wizard Tale within the next couple weeks. Give y'all something to look forward to. Appreciate y'all watching these videos and the support y'all give. So I'll see y'all again soon.